Welcome to the 2022 Russell County High School Football Coaches Show. I'm your host, Chance Corbett. Today we'll be meeting with the coaches and some of the players getting ready for the 2022 season. All right, welcome back. We're excited about the 2022 season of the Russell County High School football team, the Warriors. Today, we're going to kick this right off with Coach Griggs, Coach Dylan Griggs with the Russell County High School. Coach, we got a game coming up Friday night already to kick the season off. Talk to us a little bit about the schedule for that.
Yes, sir. So this Friday we're having a jamboree over here at our house. We'll kick off against Southside Selma for 2 quarters. We'll take a 20-minute halftime, and then we'll play Eufaula for 2 quarters. So it should be a good, exciting environment. There's a lot of Division I players on the field between both teams. Southside Selma has an Alabama commit at receiver. Obviously, Eufaula's got the defensive end. It's an Alabama commit. They got a center, or he's now a left tackle, I think, committed to Georgia Tech. Then obviously, we got Drew, who's committed to Wake Forest. So there's going to be a lot of big-time players. I thought it was a good time to kind of get some of the rust knocked out before that first real game and have some good talent out here.
That's great. It feels like it's 110 degrees out here now. They're out here practicing behind us now, and you can hear the excitement and the dedication. They're running laps around people, it seems like, out here. I can hear the coaches. They're excited. They're loud, and you think they're going to be ready?
I think they're going to be ready. The one thing, and I've said this all offseason, we've really dove into this next season and taking the next step. And when I tell you that we're getting every single bit of sweat that I can get out of these kids every day, we're literally getting out of them. We made sure fall camp was extra tough. I think we went full pads 5 or 6 days out of the 10. Right. It's really more about the mindset. We want to be physical. We want to be physical, and we want to make sure that these kids understand what the expectation is.
That's great. You set the bar high last year. We saw a lot of fans in these stands, both here and away games, getting excited, getting into it. I think back to the Smith Station game and just the pure excitement, even the way that game ended. So you set the bar high, and obviously you got to take it to the next level. I think you're going to do that. I really think, based on what I'm seeing and hearing from you, that you're ready for that.
Yes, sir. It's just about doing things the right way. At the end of the day, I always say winning's just a byproduct of doing things the right way and holding people to a high level. Character is the first thing that we really stress here, and being accountable for your actions. And the rest just kind of happens. Football really is the smallest thing that we do. Literally, it's the littlest thing that we do out of our whole day. But these kids have answered everything that I've asked them to do. It's an honor to be here. And I'll say this again, I've never seen kids buy in or progress and do what these kids have done here, and just Russell County is just a special place.
Well, this is our second year doing the Coaches Show, and if you'll remember last year, what we did is throughout the year is the games past us, we would talk about the game that we had already had, and then talk about the upcoming game, and then we'd sprinkle in some conversations with coaches and players, maybe key players during that past game. So we're going to do the same today as we kick the show off. We're going to take it down to the field and talk to some of the assistant coaches and maybe some of the key players as we approach that home opener.
Beam is delivering gig speed internet to 100% of our network. But should you get a gig? Well, if you want to download an album in a blink, video conference in 4K, make virtual reality more real, power all of your home smart devices at the same time, and still have bandwidth to stream everything without buffering, then yeah, you gotta get a gig. So call, click, or visit and get it. Because when you gotta get a gig, you gotta go with Beam. Bringing East Alabama more.
All right, welcome back to the Coaches Show. We have a great pleasure to be here with defensive coordinator Kendall Lacy. Coach, tell us about the upcoming year. Are you excited about the defense side of the ball?
Yeah, I really am excited. We return several seniors, so it should be an opportunity for us to expand and grow as a defense, especially on the field. A lot of these guys, missing their sophomore year, this is almost, like being a junior. So we're excited to watching these guys develop and seeing if we're taking that next step as a program, especially as a defense.
Yeah, not a lot of people make me feel short, Coach, but you're making me feel short. I was looking for a box to stand on here. But just watching your practice already being out here today, it's hot. They're in full pads. They're out here running around, and they look motivated. You feel the motivation's there for the year coming up? I mean, we're we're just a few days away now from the home opener.
Yeah, you know, I think my approach, and it's always been my way with this, we don't have to do anything. You know, this is something we get to do. So if it's hot, if it's rainy, it's snowing, we get to play football. We're allowed, we get the chance to play. I think several of us, especially guys that play football, you probably give a lot of things in this world to get to do it one more time. So these kids have to understand how important and how precious this moment is in their life. So, you know, we can't make any excuses. The teams we play, I'm sure they're not making excuses. So if it's a chance to work, we're going to take advantage of it.
How's your depth looking, Coach, for the defensive side?
It's probably about as good as I've seen at this level, especially up front. We still have, you know, places we could be better at, but I think for the most part, our 2 deep is really good. It's probably going to be as good as we're going to have opportunity to put on the field this year.
You got some superstars out there that we're going to be watching this year?
I don't like to use the term superstars. We have a bunch of really good players who play well as a unit, so I hope we're a superstar unit, not necessarily individually. I hope we can be a superstar unit, and that's something I'm excited to see if we can make happen.
All right, so how do you think we stack up against the teams coming in for the Jamboree Friday night?
I think Southside Selma is very athletic. You know, watching them over the past few years, they've always had athletes. You know, they usually have an injury here or, you know, a move away kid here or there. So besides that, but I think athletically, as far as what they bring to the table, they're going to be as good as anybody we see. I know they have a receiver, safety type guy that's committed to Alabama. Very athletic at all skill positions, so we just have to make sure we corral them. Eufaula is going to be Eufaula. I think we know their tradition speaks for itself. They always have football players, athletic, physical, big. You know, they're going to always have guys that can put you in some positions to make you uncomfortable.
That's great. Last thing I'm going to ask you about, because I can't help but to the field. What do you think about the field and the facilities they've upgraded out here?
Being my first year here, you know, it's hard for me to go back. You know, I remember playing here and coaching here early in my coaching career, and it's grown into something that's really nice, and I'm excited to see, especially, you know, with the support of Dr. Coley and our principal, Ms. King, the way we expand and keep growing as a program.
That's awesome. Coach, good to have you here today. Thanks for taking a few minutes away from practice to kind of talk with us about the whole program and what you're looking forward on the defensive side, getting ready for Friday night. So good luck with everything, and go Warriors.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, we're back now with assistant head coach Albert. Coach, how's the season looking for us this week coming up to Friday night?
Well, I think we're really excited. I think the whole program is excited. I think these kids are excited. And I even think the people that sponsor us excited because what we put out there, and these kids have done everything we asked them from top to bottom. And I'm just very excited to see what these guys are going to do. And I know Coach Griggs has put a lot on these kids, and they took every challenge and accepted it. So I'm very excited to see the skill and the potential that we put on the field this year.
You know, as you were walking up, you know, every football game you look for the head coach.
Yes, sir.
You know, but if Coach Griggs stumbles for just a second, you're right there, right? I mean, you're the next up,
Yes,
and
sir.
if something happens, you're going to jump up and take this team on to the victory, right? I mean,
Yes, sir. I think that's why Coach Griggs instilled and trusted me to give me the title assistant head coach, because he know I know what he wants and what he expects. So anytime he's not here or anything that needs to be done, I'm gonna be right there for him and try to help him guide it through, or if he guide me through, I'm gonna do whatever I got to do for this program and help this program take the next step. And I just want to thank Coach Griggs for allowing me, just giving me the opportunity to trust me and knowing that I know what's going on in this program to do the things like that. So.
yeah, Coach, we've got these players behind us right now practicing. It's getting loud. It's feeling good.
Yes, sir.
It's feeling like a good season approaching. But right behind the camera are the stands. Tell us what you want those stands to look like Friday night.
Well, I just think the same thing that happened this past weekend. We had a little scrimmage, and there was a nice set of fans out here, and I just want the stands to be packed to show these kids their support and to understand what we're trying to do here. I think it's more than football what we're trying to do here, and the community can help us get there. And when these kids see the stands full, they give you more. They give you more of what they got, and they understand what we're trying to do here. So hopefully Friday night we see the stands packed out and a lot of support, and these kids come out and play the best game yet.
Yeah, we saw it last year. The fans were starting to pile in here. There were people standing along the fences here. The excitement was brewing. And you know, that first year gets it pumped up, the new field, the new lights, and get them. But now it's time, it's showtime. It's time to to show what the program's building and what the program's going to be. And
Definitely.
you know, obviously we won't see it all Friday night, especially being a jamboree, kind of a split deal. But the Friday nights are fixing to start rolling in. And what game are you really focusing on the most? I know it's game to game, and I don't want to put you on the spot with that. But what game is really in your sights?
I think you answered it for me.
Yeah.
It's week by week.
I got you.
I want to go
That's what
1-0 every
says.
week.
Yeah.
It's the first one is the jamboree we got now, and the next one is Harris County. So
There you go.
Harris County, I want to be 1-0, and
There you
you
go.
know, I don't know if the stands are full to see if we're gonna fail or if we're really about what we're about. But I can guarantee you, these kids at Russell County and the Warriors that we got, they're here to win and they're here to fight, and they're gonna do it every week, and they're gonna do it for 4 quarters. So again, I don't know if people are here to see if it's real,
I think they
or
are.
if they're trying to come just to see what we're doing. But I can guarantee you, the kids behind us, they've worked hard all summer, all spring, and they're ready to play. They're tired of hitting up on each other, and so with the defense, they're making really good plays, and they're tired of hitting up on us. They're ready to hit up on somebody else.
I think the response to that question is the fans on that side of the field are going to be wanting you to fail. The ones that come out here and take their time out of their evening, they're here to support you. There's no doubt in my mind about that.
Definitely, and I just think it's a really good thing for our kids, because honestly, we don't know how much support we had in the future or in the past with these kids. Well, you can see last year in the game we just had, the love and support that the Warriors have. So I just want to continue to see a lot of people out supporting these kids, and it is about the kids. So the support is really good.
Well, you have 2 titles. You have the assistant head coach, but you also have assistant offensive coordinator.
Yes, sir.
We talked to the defensive coordinator a few minutes. Tell us about the offense a little bit. What are we looking at in the quarterback position, and and the depth of the offense?
Yeah, I think right now it's going to be a lot different than last year. Right now, of course, number 3, Robert Calhoun's our quarterback. We got another guy that came in that plays baseball, Mitchell Green. They're going to be rotating in and out. Of course, we got a stellar guy, Drew Pickett, over at running back, and we got 2 future phenom running backs that are very young, that just came in 9th grade. One's in 10th, one is 9th. And I think we got depth there in the receiver position. They know my expectations, and they try to always shoot to the sky. And we got a lot of depth there. There's going to be 9 to 10 guys rotating in receiver. You'll see a lot of guys rotate in and out. And I think the depth for us is really big just because of how we run our offense. We're so fast-paced, up the beat. So it's really good to see a lot of guys going in and out, changing personnels and formations and things like that to keep the defense guessing. And I think that's going to be a lot of things what we do this year. But I'm very excited to see this offense grow and mature.
Coach, we can't say enough about what you're doing for the program along being Coach Griggs' sidekick there and keeping this program going. We're excited to see where the football team is going to go, and we want wins, obviously, but we just want the kids to have a good time and get a good education at the same time.
And I think that's the most part, like you said, we're here for these young men. We want to build young men. Yes, winning games comes with it, but when you can build young men and see them go off to college and be good community men, that's what we're looking for, because at the end of the day, I was an all-star player.
Yeah.
Guess what football does? It ends.
Sure.
So now I'm here doing the same thing, trying to change young men's life and give them opportunity to go off to college or change their lives or be good husbands. I mean, those are the things that I like to see. College scholarships are really good, but when my kids get married or become embedded in this community, that's what I like to see.
Well, Coach, we don't want to take any more of your time. The kids they're out there practicing hard, and we don't want to be the reason that we have a problem Friday. So we're going to let you get back to the game. But thank you so much for taking your time.
Thank you so much for having me. Y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
What is Magnify? Magnify spreads Wi-Fi across your entire home. Pods plug straight into the wall. No messy cables. They spread the internet from your existing modem to every corner of your home at full speed. Magnify doesn't just make your Wi-Fi faster, it intelligently adapts to your environment and manages your Wi-Fi 24/7 based on insights, like the number and types of devices you have connected. Magnify, worry-free Wi-Fi, brought to you by Beam.
All right, we're back now, and we've got Coach Dylan Griggs with us again, and he's going to introduce one of our players now and the feature player of this week. Coach?
Yeah, I got A.J. Black here. He's kind of a jack of all trades, but primarily he plays receiver and running back. You know, as the news always says, bet on Black. You know, he's a good kid who's worked really hard. This is his senior year, and I'm just excited to see how he kind of has progressed and to see what he does this season. He holds an offer from Miles in Tuskegee as well.
It's
I'm
awesome.
gonna head back to practice.
Thanks, Coach. So tell us about your senior season coming up here. Are you excited about the football season?
Yes, sir. Really, we just been out here working every day, just buying in,
Yeah.
doing what it takes, trying to win the regional championship, and go from there.
All right. So, you know, we've talked to the defensive coordinator, and he's confident, man. He's a confident coach. We talked to your assistant head coach and also the coach as well. Tell us how you're feeling coming up for Friday night.
Friday night, today is the game day right now, so it depends really on how this practice goes. We practice hard today. It should be easy on Friday night.
Well, it's loud enough. I mean, ever since we've been here, we've been watching it. They're excited. They're running around. Do you feel the excitement as well with your
Yes,
teammates?
sir, definitely.
All right. Tell us about school for a minute, because we can't do this without talking about school. Tell us about, you're in your first week, I think, of school
Well,
here?
second
Almost
week.
second week now. So how's the school atmosphere going?
You know, they're trying to make the school like just really better.
Good.
Everything, like limit down on fights, everything, just getting this school top notch.
Yeah, so do you feel this coaching staff is focusing on not only your athletic abilities, but also your educational side of it
Yes,
as
sir,
well?
both.
Are they
Both definitely.
pushing priority for that as well?
Yes, sir. Grades, everything.
I think that's big for any jurisdiction, any school system, but we've seen that from Coach Griggs. Last year we did the coaches show. This is the second year doing that, and he really focuses on the education side, the family side, and getting together with the team. So we wanted to take an opportunity to talk to you. Hopefully we get to do that more during the year as you start scoring some touchdowns and start and really pushing this team forward in some wins. So
Yes, sir.
thank you for taking the time to talk to us. Any questions, anything you want to talk about? You got the camera.
No, sir.
All right, man. Thank you. Be careful out there, okay?
Yes, sir.
And now we have Jordan Williams. Coach, talk to us about your player here and why he's special to you and why we're here tonight. Talk with him.
You know, the thing I like about Jordan is, he's a very even-keeled guy, whether it's an intense situation or just any day kind of situation. My first day here, actually, I think I'd only been here like 2 or 3 hours, and he came up to me and he's like, "You the new head football coach?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm ready to go to work." And so, he kind of set the tone for me immediately. And, when you're coming into something and you're building, you're looking for guys like Jordan. And Jordan is a leader on and off the field, everything he does, weight room, film, schoolwork, anything. And the most exciting thing was in the spring, I got to call Jordan and tell him that he had his first ever offer from Miles College. And it was an awesome moment for me and him because, it's been earned and it reminds you of why you got into this more than anything. So I'm expecting big things out of my man this year, and I'm really excited.
Thanks, Coach. All right, we're going to talk for just a minute, okay?
Yes,
so,
sir.
We've been out here today watching practice. It's loud, and the kids are running around, and they seem excited.
Yes, sir.
Is that the same atmosphere you're seeing today?
Yes, sir. It's all excitement, just joy just to be out here, just play a sport that we all love, just communicating, just be brothers together.
That's great. Now, the coach talked about how, fired up you are and ready to get out here and get to work.
Yes, sir.
How do you see the season going for you this year?
As a season right now, we're shooting for 10-0 championship right now.
awesome.
Championship mindset all day, every day. Just got to come out here and work for it.
So how's it going to go for you? How do you think your position, how are you going to grow into that position?
Playing the position that I play right now, I played linebacker last year, but now I play outside linebacker, and I feel more comfortable playing it and confident. And, I could just use my true skill set to my ability to offer towards my team,
That's great. Are the coaches pushing you?
Yes, sir, of course. All the coaches pushing us. Even the offensive coaches pushing the defense.
Yeah, we got to talk to the defensive coordinator. We talked to the assistant head coach and the head coach, obviously, and the message is all clear. It's teamwork, working together, building better. The education side as well, making sure you're making good grades and getting out here with your family. Tell us about your buy-in to Russell County. What's your experience since you've been here?
I've been really going to Russell County my whole entire life and just getting to grow up and watching what it was and now what it is. Now it's just truly a blessing from God. Just seeing all the coaches just coming in and changing everything is really a blessing.
That's great, and the facilities have changed a lot
Yes,
since
sir,
you've been here.
of course.
I know the field is just amazing to be able to
beautiful.
run on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so tell us what you're expecting Friday night.
Friday night, we shoot for 2-0.
That's great. So you've got a jamboree Friday night, and during that jamboree, you're setting your tone for your entire season, right?
Yes, sir.
And I think the next week you have Harris County. We'll be back next week after this jamboree to talk about the Harris County game. I expect you to be standing right next to us,
Yes,
telling
sir.
us how many times you scored, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day, man.
You
Be
too.
careful.
You too.
All right.
Beam is delivering gig speed internet to 100% of our network. But should you get a gig? Well, if you want to download an album in a blink, video conference in 4K, Make virtual reality more real, power all of your home smart devices at the same time, and still have bandwidth to stream everything without buffering? Then yeah, you gotta get a gig. So call, click, or visit and get it. Because when you gotta get a gig, you gotta go with Beam. Bringing East Alabama more.
Coach, that's going to wrap up the show for today. We're excited about a new season coming to Russell County football. We know that your coaches, as you can tell, are excited and ready to go, and the players are as well. Friday night's going to get here before you know it, and the next Friday night's going to get here, and you're going to have to continue to prepare. Before you know it, the season will be over. So, good luck with everything you're doing, the program, the support of the communities, the support of your supporters out there that are really stepping up. You can see the signs on the fence and things. We just know you're going to make us proud, and the whole team is. So,
yes, and I'm excited. And y'all come out Friday night. I guarantee you it'll be a good show to watch. And go Warriors.
Go Warriors.